Hugo Olivier of the Finance Committee of the Commonwealth Games Federation. Always have to keep in with the accountants. Beth Tweddle. And for the record, top three for England in this order were Becky Owen, who was fourth, Beth Tweddle, who was fifth, and Nicola Willis, who was seventh. And those three will go into the all-around competition. But collectively, they did a good job to maintain the same colour medals as 4 years ago, those achieved by a far more experienced team. Silver medalists are England.
And the gold medalists and Commonwealth Games champions with a total of 111.325 are the team representing Australia.
Plenty of support for the Australians. And quite rightly, their performance being well applauded by those who wished another country to win. They have been the best here. That is a fact.
And the team
Australia again taking the gold medal, as in Kuala Lumpur, and their position as the best team here confirmed by the fact that the top three gymnasts in order of their scoring through this competition and qualifying for the all-around to come were Alana Slater, Alexandra Croak and Sarah Lauren, all of Australia. And Alana Slater there had the best scores of all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Commonwealth Games champions, Australia.
A fine championship team. It was said 24 hours ago about England's men, and it's now rightly said about the Australian women, and the anthem will be Advance Australia Fair. They did just that. Good reception from the crowd as they welcome on the judges for this women's all-around competition. And we welcome you to the Gymnastics Centre for what promises to be another very interesting competition. The top qualifiers from the team competition, although there is a restriction that a country can only enter a maximum of 3 gymnasts. But the Australians enter the top 3 from the team competition. So they're definitely the target for everybody else to somehow prevent them making a clean 3 for the medals. Slater going through, she's the favourite. Gymnasts split into 4 groups. 6 in each group, and the 2 girls from England, 2 women from England, 2 ladies from England are going round together and beginning on the vault, so they're going in Olympic order. Becky Owen and Beth Treadle, who finished in that order in the team competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gymnasts. Gymnasts, your warm-up starts now.
Quite straightforward this time. 4 pieces of apparatus, 4 rotations.
And on the first rotation you will see vaulting.
And this showing you the grouping.
You will see Alexandra Crowe of Australia, Lynn Doherty of Scotland, Katie Slater of Northern Ireland, Carrie-Anne Stone of Canada, Nicola Willis of England, and Amanda Fraser of Trinidad and Tobago.
And starting the individual all-around competition on the beam, from New Zealand, Alethea Boone. From New Zealand, Kate Cocklehurst. From Trinidad and Tobago, Jessica Pouchette. From New Zealand, Nicola Wells. Representing Canada, Kate Richardson.
Seem to just be listing the 24 gymnasts, but not in any particular order.
From Scotland, Gail Campbell. From Canada, Heather Purnell. From Wales, Renee Jones.
Lana Slater set the 2 best marks in the team competition, finished as the best of the 24 gymnasts. Different leotards today, for many, not for all. It's Canada's main hope. Kate Richardson, who so nearly didn't make it. Although if you were watching when she appeared to be given no score at all on the asymmetric bars, it was, I understand, a mistake. These things do happen.
You might be used to the traditional vaulting horse, but this came into effect from the 2001 World Championships. It's set at 1 metre 25 high for the ladies.
Becky Owen.
Has a 3-degree incline on it to help the gymnasts
Here's Sarah Lauren of Australia.
It also helps in the safety of the gymnast as it is a wider platform for them to hit as opposed to the old.
Beg your pardon. That is Alexandra Croak, 101.
Gymnasts, you have 30 seconds left of warm-up. Well, gymnast, that completes your first warm-up. If I could ask you to step down from the apparatus and ask our
Beth
first
Treadle,
performer, who I believe
who
will
will
be on
be
the floor
the
to
second
present
up on
to
the
the
vault,
judges. And I believe on
to
floor
be immediately
we have a
followed by
representative from
her
Northern
compatriot,
Ireland.
Becky Owen.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear your applause for Victoria Martin. I apologise, Victoria will be on vault. It's Gail Campbell from Scotland.
Little smile from Gail Campbell from Falkirk, who will open the competition on the floor.
Unusual tumble for the ladies, double twisting straight front. Well saved, a huge double Arabian. Tiny bit nervy on a couple of the landings, but cleanly through the opening piece. And very dynamic in all the tumbling.
Colin Still with a few words to his charge. And here now on asymmetric bars, Alexandra Croak of Australia.
One and a half turns. Hitting handstand nice and cleanly. Oh, and as I speak. Very uncharacteristic error there, and she's really in trouble. Couple of free swings, drops off. Probably totally frustrated at that.
Has to be said, Mitch, one mistake like that and chance may have gone.
Pretty well certain, I think.
Certainly relying on others.
Academic for this man. Great disappointment. Not the ideal way to start a competition. Especially when you qualified in second place. Started off by hitting handstands very well. Nice and clean. Didn't appear to be happy with her grip. Missed the second turn and had to think very quickly indeed. And from there on, Very difficult to motivate herself, just lost the swing, gave up the ghost. And you're right, Barry, I think it's all over for her. A very long way to come back now. Double Arabian, difficult, but as we've said, academic.
Next on floor for Canada, Heather Purnell.
Gail Campbell's score, 8.575. She seemed pretty pleased with it. This is Heather Purnell of Canada.
And that really was a very clean, full twisting double back. Very crisp triple spin. Well landed. Clean, impressive start there.
And goes away surrendering bars. Lynn Donaghy of Scotland. And on the beam, Kate Brocklehurst of New Zealand.
Come on, Len. Come on, Len.
Done her piece. Gail Campbell supporting her compatriot.
Go, girl, come on, keep it going.
And confirming her score again. For Alexandra Kirk, 7.675. It's a big hill from there. And she will need others to make the sort of mistake that she made. Beth Tweddle, first of the 3 members of the English team. Nicola Willis and Becky Owen, the other 2. Tweddle and Owen are going around together. Heather Purnell, 9.05. Good start for Canada. And this is an individual competition. Good start for Heather Purnell. Great wall for Beth Tweddle, the British champion for the last 2 years. Starting on the vault.
Very crisp, clean vault. Now the women's rules today require that the gymnast do 2 vaults, and they must be 2 different vaults. So it's quite testing. That was the vault she completed yesterday. It's her favoured vault. The handspring, good drive in and lift off the horse. The pike front somersault with the half turn.
The next gymnast on floor is Renee Jones from Wales.
Kept very good direction. The twisting vaults are always a little bit difficult to keep direction with. The landing was a little deep. That's probably the major deduction.
Vault 1, 9-0. Good start, but the second vault is often a problem. Not just for Beth Treadle, but for just about all of them. They always seem to have this debate about preparation of 2 vaults. Let's see what she offers. I don't think she'll surprise Christine Still, but let's keep it a secret for the moment.
Well, it's a full twisting Sukahara in the straight shape. Pretty well executed. She turns onto the platform, makes a half turn on, snaps, and makes the twist off. Good lift. She lost body shape a little, but she'll be relieved with that start.
First vault was scored exactly the same as in the team competition. Now the 2 marks for the 2 vaults added, and then the average mark. Now encouraging her teammate who follows her. So the vault score is 8.962. Vault 1 scored 9 out of a start value of 9.6. Vault 2 scored 8.925. Equal applause for Rebecca Owen. That's the abbreviation, but maybe Mum would like me to call her Rebecca at least once.
Did well, Yurchenko, straight somersault with half turn, and started with the weaker of her 2 vaults.
Interesting tactic. Your idea, Christine Still? You're a coach?
Well, she warmed this vault up last. It's a new vault for her. She's never competed it before. You can see the half turn in the second somersault. She didn't sight the floor well. It was a bit of a shock on landing, but she held it. And having warmed it up last, it's the first one in her memory to repeat.
Well, she did it extremely well for someone then who hasn't worked it that often. Good effort from Rebecca, and very good tactics.
Just for the record, I should tell you that Christine Still is smiling. How can she match it now, Becky? First vault out of a start value of 9.4, 8.95. So, in theory, second, which is more practiced, should produce the higher mark. Christine Still's not smiling now.
Very clean gymnast, very focused. She'll change direction. She went backwards on the first vault. She'll go forwards now. Handspring, pike front somersault. Big step forwards, but she's holding it together very well. Not quite the smile as in the all-round, the team competition.
Actually, Mitch, it took a round for that smile to come, if you remember.
I'm sure it'll come then, Barry. Youngest of the English representatives, quitting herself very well. Heels well in, lots of rotation, too much in fact.
So the second vault 8.95, same as the first. So 8.95, would you believe, is her score? And next up on the vault is one of the three hopes of Australia, Sarah Lauren. She finished as the third best behind Croak and Slater. And in the vault achieved 9.2 from just the one vault. I suppose there is a distinct possibility, well, there was at the start, maybe not now, of a repeat of what the Australians managed to achieve in the women's marathon this morning. Clean 3 for 1, 2 and 3. That's been put in question by the mistakes of Miss Croak on the parallel, on the isometric bars. And Sarah Lauren being made to wait. I think things are all ready now. She won't have to put up with the music. Here she goes.
And the very much favoured vault of the Australian team. Full turn on, Sukahara off. She makes the round off in front of the board. Lands and then a full turn, hands on the top of the horse, and the tuck shape off.
She's the youngest of the three Australians by some distance, 14, the other two are both 18. Extremely composed. 9 score from a 9.5 start value. See up on the board. Beth Tweddle in second place. Moment. Beg pardon, in third. Here's Sarah Lauren again, second vault.
This time a more difficult vault, the same full turn on, but attempting to keep the body straight in the second flight. A higher tariff.
Already on the bars is Kylie Stone, Canada.
Nice combination. Healy into the straddle pike somersault. Lovely catch in handstand. Plenty of flight there. Relaxing the hips. Preparation for the double front somersault. Good routine.
From the Stampede Club, Calgary. Lena Davidova, coach with her, and Lauren 9087 is the average mark that counts. 9175 for the second vault, so the second vault better than the first.
Swings very well, in common with many gymnasts here. Taller gymnasts, lovely body line, good combination. High in the Jaeger straddle front somersault. Good technique, relaxing the hips. She'll do the same again, then drive the heels up behind her. Make sure of height and rotation. good double front.
And worth, in the judge's opinion, 8.725. First look at the beam. And this is Kate Richardson, Canada, who is the leading Canadian in the team competition in 6th place. Lots of words from the coach before she goes. It's me, it's almost reading the first chapter of War and Peace.
Now, Kate Richardson is one of the gymnasts with enough work to be able to take a medal today. As she shows you with that very confident opening sequence. Good combinations and commitments on that jump. Three-quarter turn into the handstand. Very difficult work. Two good, strong free walkovers joined. That gives her plenty of bonus marks. The whistle to indicate she has 10 seconds to get off. But it didn't phase her at all. Excellent performance there.
Well, she's clearly delighted. And I would hazard a guess, and first of all I should say that whatever was said clearly was taken in. I would hazard a guess that that will not be beaten on the beam.
I think you could be right, Barry. And interestingly, she's got a British coach. He's a Yorkshireman.
That explains everything.
Very good opening sequence. Just floated those two layout somersaults. And matched with an equally good finishing sequence. Real high double back. No doubting it.
David Kenwright was the delighted coach. That's nice. Heather Parnell came to say well done. It's got to be a good score. 9-6. 9-6. That is a cracking start for the Canadian, who for about a minute and a half or so in the team competition thought that what had happened on the bars was going to put her out of the all-around competition. Suddenly came out 0. But after much debate, it turned out to be a mistake. Lana Slater, the favourite. Australia's #1.
Whip over into triple twist. Oh, she had problems qualifying, and that time she didn't rotate in that layout somersault. this is a trend they won't want to continue. Problems on the bars and here on the floor from one so experienced. Good double twist. Cannot afford a mistake here, and there wasn't too much of one, the double pike. Just the pace on the dismount, but that very difficult tumble from the 2.5 twist, she lost her way.
Well, who would have thought it, Mitch? The youngster in the Australian team starting well, the two more experienced, both having problems.
And what is Peggy Liddick, beg your pardon, Liddick, what's she going to say to these girls? She's such a powerful tumbler. Wrapping tight, 2.5 twist, snatched the layout front, just couldn't retrieve it. Really belted the heels over the top, trying to rotate. It just wasn't there. But she can tumble. Lifting high, lovely technique in the double pike. Only a pace.
To answer your question, I think that Alana Slater made it very clear to Peggy that she didn't want her to say anything. Coach of the Australian team, incidentally, American. Both waiting rather anxiously for the score. Okay. 8.875. Well, she was totally accurate, Peggy, what she thought it would be out of 9.9. I just heard her say 8.875. That'll be all right. So here is Nicola Willis of England, the heroine at the end of the team competition on the beam. Here she is on the bars.
Good, clean, giant full turn into the ginger. Swinging smoothly. Big lift to catch the bar. No loss of swing there. Good confidence into the double straight. A real good opening there on the asymmetric bars.
No, she's carried on where she left off.
There, the 1.5 turn. Followed by another full turn and lifts to back straddle into handstand on the low bar. It's the shoot up to the high bar, so many of them lose momentum there, but Nicola did very well.
Nicola Willis' score, 8.775. She is in 7th place, just behind Alana Slater. And at the top, there are 2 Canadians in the first 3, separated by 1 Australian. Best score so far, Kate Richardson scoring 9.6. Canada, Sarah Lauren 9.087. Heather Purnell in 3rd place, 9.05. Beth Treadle and Becky Owen, cheek by jowl, 4th and 5th. Nicola Willis, 7th. And Stone, Campbell and Roberts. Gail Campbell of Scotland and Melanie Roberts of Wales are 9th equal. Confirmation of a very interesting story at the end of the first round. Just going to prove, Mitch, that not all goes to order in this sport.
3 apparatus to go, and those problems have to be a memory now. They need to gather their thoughts, gather their concentration, and try and salvage what they can. And still some surprises in store. I'm positive of that.
Brendan Harding from Wales and Orline Smith from Scotland are the A jury. Amanda McMaster from Northern Ireland, Carol Messincock from Canada, Gillian Wright from Australia.
Kate Richardson has now gone to the floor, leader. Beth Treadle and Becky Owen are on the bars. Nicola Willis is on the beam, and we hope she can perform as well there as she did in the team competition.
And on B, Danica Mladenovic from Australia and Maria McLaughlin from Northern Ireland are the A jury. Lynn Smith from Canada, Jennifer Sharpington from Wales, Avril Enslow from New Zealand, and Christine Bowker from England are the B jury.
Richardson.
And finally on floor, the A jury are April Spriggs from England and Valerie Glenhouse from Namibia. The B jury, Marie Stechman from New Zealand, Helen Phillips from Wales.
8.825 from Richardson in the team competition on the floor, which was a bit down for her.
The timekeeper is Carol Malone from England, and the line judges are Sadie Makinson and Kalpana Devlin.
Melanie Roberts intent on giving it her all.
Gymnasts, you have 30 seconds left of warm-up.
Heather Parnell awaiting her time for warm-up. She'll be the first to go, so therefore she's the last to warm up.
Well, gymnasts, that completes the warm-up. I can just let the audience know that
The announcement is that the warm-up is complete, but I beg to differ, it's not. I'm sure that Heather will be given a chance to warm up her vault. There she goes. Golly, she might wish that was her performance. Excuse me, Judge, I was off and ready. Thing is, you have to make sure the judges are ready for you. The vault always takes a little bit longer because each lady wants to make sure that things are as she would like them. Position of mats, position of takeoff. One of the longer 30 seconds, I think. To get it right a bit. To the right, please. 1-1-3. His line in third place. Heather Purnell of Canada on the vault runway.
Yurchenko, full twist in the second flight. Good solid start for her. Banking, a safe vault. Round off. Good contact with the horse. Converts it well and makes the full twist. Good shot of the push and the spring from the horse.
Gentleman in the fourth row liked it a lot. She has to match that with another. 4-1, 8.975, start value of 9.4.
Hard to get an average of over 9. On women's vault, the new code is very demanding. Same entry. Puts an extra twist on it. Good job. 1.5 twists and a little smile comes.
Beth Treadle comes to her strength apparatus. Asymmetric pass.
Floats that Ginger. She catches on straight arms. Everything to its maximum. Very confident swing. And absolutely hits the handstand. Still got energy for some more. Big release. Sets herself up well, puts the twist in, makes the landing. Absolute confidence.
Well, I would suggest better than in the team competition. And there she received 9.475. Purnell's vault, second one 9.275. Gave a total, it's the average of the two, of course.
Beth swings with such confidence and ease here. Real extension through the shoulders. 1.5 turn. And then that very unusual full turn with the hand in invert grip. Up to the handstand. Straight back up to the high bar. Gains swing as she works.
Same score as in the team competition. 9.475. She's so confident on that piece, and it's to hope that that confidence will stay with her. Becky Owen on the bars had an 8-9. She'll want to push that up a bit if she possibly can. Yes, she seems to agree with me. Rebecca Owen on the bars.
Good line in the full turn, safely through the Ginger. Not as tidy as she would have wanted. Nice. Nice 1.5 turns from the starter swing to handstand. That's a straddle. That time the forward version, again with a good combination. There'll be a few come on Becky's now. Lift your feet. She's done it well. Small adjustment. Would have been buoyed by the performance of a teammate, but she really did pull it together.
Really good to see how well they're working together. Westbeth, who pulled away the platform takeoff. Collins still had a quick passing word because he coaches her at top level with his wife.
Lovely line. Finding a way accurately round in the pirouette into the ginger. Loses form just slightly. Slight bent arms on the catch. But there was no way she was going to interrupt that swing. Determined and motivated. Nice endo swing there. Building up for the dismount. Lifts the feet high and rotates safely. Just a small adjustment.
A long delay before the mark comes up for the bars. Everything carefully packed away to move off to the next piece of apparatus. .975 for Becky Owen. As the judges check a few things. Very warm in the arena. Sarah Lauren, who was the pick of the Aussie team in round one.
All the Australian team have great body line, but she had a couple of errors there, legs apart as she caught the bar. Lots of energy in the swing, flat back and well caught. Keeps the swing going. Oh.
And the third Australian hits the deck. Would you believe it?
Well, it's a very heavy programme for these gymnasts. This time yesterday, 24 hours ago, they were still competing in the team. And I guess when you've done so well, there's a bit of a come down. Makes the dismount look easy, but the damage had been done.
Apparently unfazed, but clearly inwardly disappointed.
She does a half and then a full turn and just didn't get that hand right on the bar. She makes the half, then takes that hand off again and doesn't get the dowel over the bar.
Here's the leader after the first round, Kate Richardson. As in the men's competition, Canada out in front at the beginning.
Powerful start. She's clean, elegant, and given that very good first piece, so it's looking good at the moment. Crept round in the third of those 3 twists. Foot, did she get a flag? Much more confident than she was in the team competition on floor. A couple of errors. It doesn't look as if she incurred a 110.
No, I don't think so, Mitch. Don't think so. Right on the edge.
Whip over. Same again. Backflip launching. Just about round, or was she, in that triple twist? That'll be a deduction. Now let's have a close look here. It's got to be over the line, and she was on it.
It was just an edge of the heel. Sarah Lauren, 8.625. What she was hoping for. Nicola Willis waiting to go on beam. Kate Richardson scored 9.175, confirms her in the lead. Back to the England international.
Confident on the first series, including the one-arm backflip. Gained good confidence from the performance she gave last night. These turning jumps, very difficult. The landing is unsighted. And there we are. When you're confident, you can pull back the wobbles. Now, needs all her energy and power. Big double back.
Just didn't do quite as well for herself as she did yesterday for her team.
Not quite so well, but she fought very hard.
Certainly did. Alana Slater has to get this right.
And she did. Full turn on, Pike somersault off. You'll learn nothing from that expression.
I have to say, I've rarely seen a smile change to an expression of nothingness. Very quick switch.
Round off entry. Full turn into the pike somersault. That set her up very nicely for the second vault. Good push, stays square and controls it. Marrying the twist with the rotation.
.225, vault 1.
One and a half twists, the Yurchenko approach. Strong vaulting, still no smile. Round off, slightly loose-legged, but makes the twist and fights the landing. It could be just a little harsh. She's halfway through the competition, obviously focusing hard. Doesn't want to risk a smile.